Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am going to go through a new set of tutorials that were released in my shop. So yeah, there's a set of 4 new tutorials, and these tutorials were on my Patreon, but I thought, since as we're in isolation, it gives people something to do. But if you want the tutorials, you can join my Patreon, and you get them. You get access to them all at once, or you can buy them in my shop for whatever ones you want. So I'll go through which ones that I've added. Not everything that is on my Patreon is going to be in my shop, so just a little FYI. So any little projects that I do or experiments and stuff like that, they're going to be over on my Patreon, and there will be very specific tutorials that will be available for people that don't want to join my Patreon. You can purchase them in my store, but it'll only be a limited amount of tutorials. So like I said, there's 4 new ones. So they will come in a zip folder. When you purchase, you get a link to download the zip folder. The zip folder will have a video inside of it. So most of them are in standard definition because there's a limit to the size that I can upload into my shop. So I mean, they're still totally fine. They're just in standard definition in case you were, I don't know, wondering. But yes, it'll be 1 video tutorial, and it'll be what is over on my Patreon. One of them I have edited down a little bit just because it was, again, too big of a file size. So I'll go through each one individually. So the first one is how I make eyelashes for my art dolls. So I go through a couple of different techniques and materials that I use and how to do it. So that'll be the first one. Yes, how to make eyelashes for art dolls. The next one is how I make whiskers, or what I use for whiskers for art dolls. So I'll go through again all of the materials and the process of how I do it. And yes, that will be another one. The next one is body tips. So I'll go through the process of what I do to make the bodies for my art dolls. Well, one of the processes, the one that I use most, that's what I do basically. The other one, I would prefer to do a good tutorial on it, but, or a in-depth one, I guess, rather than just, I'd like to do a proper tutorial on it. So this is one technique of what I do to make the body patterns and how I actually make the body. So that will be the next one. That will be slightly cheaper than the other 2. And the next one are tools that I use for trimming faux fur. So that one again will be cheaper. So I'll just go through the set of tools that I use for making or trimming my faux fur, or any of that whole thing. So yes, all of the tools that I use for that particular process. So those 4 tutorials are now in my shop, along with all of the other tutorials that were available. So yes, that is all there for you to have a look at and see which ones you like. Like I said, you can join my Patreon and get access to the other ones that I haven't put in my shop, if you're interested in that, and a whole heap of other things as well, depending on your tier. And also have some coaching on there for anyone that wants some one-on-one coaching on their art dolls. I'm happy to do that in one of my tiers. So like I said, the Patreon link is in the description box if you want to check it out. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me and making these tutorials available for everyone else. Yes, I'm sure it's very, very much appreciated. And if you want to check out all of me social media things, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Creatures of Nat, and my shop is at creaturesofnat.com, also being in the description box as well. And catch you in the next one. Bye.